You are watching a master at work.
What's happening, people? It's Merkle here, or Merc for short. Today's video is going to be episode 1 of a series I'm starting on how to get a DNA bomb on each map in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, or teach me how to DNA bomb. It'll be a series in which I share my personal tactics, routes, and strategies that I use to achieve a 30-gun streak, which is a pretty tough thing to do in Advanced Warfare in my opinion. In this first episode, I will share some general knowledge about spawns and map awareness that will apply to every other episode. Episodes should be coming once a week as long as I don't choke a bunch of DNA bombs in the future. The first thing you always want to do before the game even starts is try to get in the best lobby possible. And what I mean by the best lobby is to have the worst players in that lobby. The next thing is to have your favorite class equipped. Whatever class you feel most comfortable with is what you should be running when you're trying to get a DNA bomb. For me, it's pretty much the same class every time: Bile, Extended Mag, Silencer, and Stock. You don't want to go running perks and attachments you're not familiar with. Those are pretty much the two main things you want to have going before the game even starts. So, now that the game has started, let's get down to how to get a DNA bomb on Horizon, or how I get DNA bombs on Horizon. Right when you spawn in on any map, you want to cap the home flag always. It gives you a good amount of points to start your streak. You know, it's like 5 kills in one cap. The next thing I do is I try to pick off 1 or 2 people that are going to the B flag. I don't want to just run to the B flag and wait for them to come. I want to stay back a bit and pick them off as they are on their way to the B flag. Because on this map, it's very easy to get killed at B because they can come from the middle or flank around pretty easily. The next thing I do is to try to pick a couple people off in the middle by the spacecraft bunker or whatever that thing is. After that, there's usually some players trying to get my home flag, so I usually circle back to my home flag and pick a couple people off and then slowly make my way to their home flag, which in this case is the A flag. The A flag on Horizon is really where you want the enemy. You can just work that building behind the flag and it creates a lot of cover, and it's really easy to maneuver that spawn. Now, a key thing to remember on any map is to stay around the outside. You don't ever really want to go to the middle of the map unless you absolutely have to. You want to try to get people that go to the middle of the map from the outer lanes, and ideally you want to work the enemy spawn and get some nice, easy, cheap kills. Now, the main spawn points on the A flag on Horizon are right on the A flag and to the far left and right of the back building on the A flag, as well as a couple spawn points actually in the building where I am right now. When you're working these areas, you want to keep your guard up because I've been streaking in that building and they've spawned literally right behind me and killed me. You have to remember most players' tendencies is to spawn and immediately run towards the B flag, so you always have to keep that in mind. You never want to be between the enemy's spawn and the B flag with your back to their spawn because odds are they'll just shoot you in the back and kill you. Another key point when working the enemy spawn is you don't want to stay in one spot for too long. Because once you kill someone from that same spot a couple times, that's when they will really come for the revenge kill and most likely succeed because they know exactly where you are. You want to always keep moving and always keep them guessing. Now, as you kill enemies in their spawn, you have to keep in mind that they will be spawning again in a second or two near you somewhere, usually on the other side of their spawn. So if I kill someone on the right side of that A flag building, I know that most likely they're going to come from the spawn on the left side of that building and run towards B. So in my mind, I'm expecting someone to come from that left, or in some cases the middle. And as you're killing and maneuvering their spawn, you really want to check every spawn point until you get the spawn systems down pat, which, you know, sometimes can take a while. Right here, you can see I kind of got forced to the middle of the map, so I'm playing it safe, and I'm not turning my back to the enemy spawn unless it's against a wall that they can't come from. And after a couple kills, I'm like, okay, I got to get out of here, you know? Now, in this game, there are domination halves. It's not like Call of Duty Ghosts. So at halftime, you'll switch sides, and now my team has the A flag, and the enemy's has the C flag. So right off the bat, first thing you want to do always is cap the home flag, of course, the golden rule, you guessed it. Next thing I usually do from this side is I go far left, pick a couple people off that are trying to come to my home flag, and then make my way to that cockpit area. From that cockpit area, you can usually get some nice, cheap, easy kills because enemies are running through the middle to B, and their backs will be turned to you from up here. And after I usually get a couple kills from here and I've overstayed my welcome, I usually backtrack and go around the outer edges to the C flag, but in this case I just kind of jumped down, which isn't something that's recommended. I just got lucky by not getting killed. Now once you've made it near the C flag alive, what I try to do is work these stairs, and sometimes I get on top of the building on the left side overlooking C because they'll spawn in that far building near B a lot. but usually they'll spawn on the C flag and just run right through the middle, and you can pick them off if you're working these stairs right here. Or if you really want, you can get on top of that building and kill them as they run out of that far building near B. C is not really as good as A flag on this map because of its proximity to B and that A spawn building. So if you can watch, if you want to flip the spawns, you can by just rushing in there. I think I did in this map, or a teammate did in this particular match. But you really want to do that if you can. So the gameplay has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Teach Me How to DNA Bomb on Horizon. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later, daters.